We're live mostly. We exist live. Nice. The entire title fit in YouTube. YouTube has a much stricter title limit than Twitch does for character limits. Gotcha Pulls. YouTube works really quick today. Nice. Update the information and instantly it gives me chat. Usually I gotta fight it to get chat up and running on YouTube. Okay. All right, we got that immediate ad break out of the way. That way you guys can come in, no pre-rolls, right away and hang out. Look what I got turned on and running again. That's why we're not in the blacked out camera. We got the full cam there. Honestly, I wonder if I can just duplicate the camera or have two input instances and center one around that, center one around me. Of course, I think if I did that, it would still black that out, which is unfortunate. Okay, let's see if people show up. There's the notification. I was just getting ready to yell at Twitch about, or Discord about that.
Thank you, Vale. I did it for you.
Wish, thank you so much. Appreciate the resubscribe. All right. We're going to do some stupid gotcha. And then I do have to go run down and get a blanket out of the washer. I've got a blanket in the washing machine. I am doing okayish. Actually, I'm doing a little bit better than I was, but I'm still at a point where I'm kind of waiting for things to happen and trying to push things. So I'm hoping I'll be good. I'm hoping that what will happen is positive. Okay. Oh, you're good. You're good. Yeah, no, I'm still just waiting on a couple of things. The waiting on the bankruptcy to see, hoping that follows through with no issues. Um, Waiting on I created a business document that I'm waiting to hear back on some people trying to get it reviewed, but so far people are slow or not really looking at it yet, which is kind of upsetting. Um, and then I need to create like some kind of GoFundMe or something. Not for you guys, because you guys have done a lot. We had that subathon recently, but something that I can send to my friends and family and put around social media to try and get some help and get things squared away. So, so I've got a lot of things on my plate, but for the most part, I'm doing all right. Oh yeah, we got the sign back up and running, so that's fun. You can just minimize. You can come up here. Got any more? No more shards in there yet. Yep. All right. So almost a refresh. Um, I've got to run down and pick that blanket up in like 10 minutes. Really? Someone just messaged me on Facebook. I'm pretty sure I know who it is. Oh, no. Wasn't the person I expected. Okay. So probably chit chat here for a couple minutes. Uh, See if other people show up. Because I literally have 8 minutes before I need to run down and get my blanket out of the washing machine. We'll go ahead and do this. Once I get that out, we'll go ahead and do Gotcha Pulls for Raid Shadow Legends. I've got a fair few shards saved up, and it's actually an event going on right now encouraging you to pull shards. So we'll do that. I was trying to look and see, they have a progressive chance, which is honestly like kind of the worst events they could have going on. You want to try and get a ×2 or some sort of event like that. But we don't happen to have any at the moment. Oh, you son of a bitch. I didn't want him to turn into a sheep. Them turning into a sheep is actually pretty shitty. Because when they get turned into a sheep, when they come back, it's always them coming back with half health every time. So even if they take like an immense ton of damage, they still have half health when they come back. As long as I pick and choose which teams I attack, my team does all right. Yep, yeah. Um, my team does pretty good. The problem is, and I intimidate a lot of people, but this character right here on the far left, he should not kind of shoot. Fair enough, fair enough. Yeah, the character on the far left is my leader who has a speed boost, but her speed boost is not big enough. And but because she is known for her speed and her ability to give speed to other people, um, a lot of people avoid teams that have her in them, and so I mostly just intimidate other teams to prevent them from attacking me. But I also know my limitations, so I don't attack other speed teams because other people have the gear that I don't to make them so much faster than me. See, this guy is insanely fast, and he's buffing some huge powerhouses. Your Carl. Hey, Zax. Yeah, it's PvP. There's three types of PvP. This is regular arena where you fight other people's teams, and the other people aren't even online for it. So you got standard arena, um, where you're just fighting the AI using their teams. Tag arena, which is you fighting the AI with three teams. And then live arena, where you are actually doing live PvP against another player. And I loathe PvP. I absolutely hate it. So I don't really do it outside of what's required. Yeah. And the problem is it's a gotcha game, and it's one of the most predatory gotcha games. So there's some whales in there. In fact, we got a person in our clan called Whale's Body who admits to being a whale. So there are a lot of play to win in this, unfortunately. Uh, the one interesting thing, one of those really good people that they keep using, I'm getting really close on. You might be interested in this, Zaxi. Mithrala. Mithrala, Lady Medusa. She is a powerhouse. I really do love the designs in this game. That's why I keep coming back to it. The character designs are amazing and I want to get them all. But I'm currently at 45 shards out of 100 for her. I didn't pull her, no. I'm at 45 out of 100 shards for her. Empress, I'm at 58 out of 100, so he is getting close. He is getting there. That'll be a good mythic to have. Yeah, I do have Cleopatrix. I will get the last shards for them in about 10 days, so I'll be able to pull them in 10 days. But right now I have full shards for uh, Ekos, Jamarsa, and Yannicka. And I'm holding off on pulling them until the summon or the champ chase event because pulling these characters count for champ chase. Also, uh, Arbiter. All I have to do is get 100 million damage on the Demon Lord. I can do that easy. I get uh, I'm just a hair shy of 2 King Ultra Nightmare. So with 4 keys, I can easily break 100 million damage on Ultra Nightmare, which will give me Arbiter, very last mission. We're that hair away from Arbiter. And again, the only thing that I'm waiting on is I'm waiting for that Champ Chase. So instantly, whenever Champ Chase pops up, we clear Arbiter. That's one legendary. We grab Yannicka. That's another legendary. And then we get the 2 epics. And with those 2 epics and the 2 legendaries, we've made most of our way into the Champ Chase event. So, but for today, I do have quite a few shards. We've got 1 Sacred, 3 Primal, 2 Void, and 35 Ancients. But I am sitting on almost 1,500 gems, so I can get another pack of Ancients if we need to. So I need to run down real quick and grab my blanket out of the washing machine. I will be right back, everybody. down that, it says there's still 10 minutes on the machine. So, we will we'll reset the timer on my phone because it seems to be running slow, and I'm pretty sure I know why it's running slow. But that 10 minutes will probably take it at least 15 to 20 minutes. So, if it's running slow the way I think it is. Otherwise, it can sit in there for another 10 minutes after it's done. That's fine. But we will go ahead and pull shards. See what sort of gotchas we get. So I tried looking to make sure that there's no 2 times event coming up. Or you get 2 times chance of legendary or 2 times chance of whatever. And there isn't. There's nothing on their notes or in their system anyway. All they have is they've got this progressive chance here where you have the more you pull, the higher your chance. So the sacred shards and the primal shards have a little bit higher chance to pull things from, pull better things from. The only thing with that is I have pulled yeah. And of course, because we keep getting matched against stupid, like insane whales, we got matched against a Russian whale team. And so we broke 1,000,000 points where we always get with the clan versus clan, we always get the final stage reward. Um, we've only beaten maybe 30% of the clans we've come against. The last clan we came against, they like doubled our score, which was insane. Super insane. Just full of whales. And I hate when we match up against those teams. It was the same way with our last siege, too. The last siege team we fought was insane. Oh, we got an ad break coming up in 5 minutes. Yeah, it's super crap for matching. No, the one thing I was going to say is the ancient shards, I've pulled so many that we're into the mercy mechanic right now. So every ancient shard that I pull without getting a legendary increases my chance of getting a new legendary by, what was it? No, not that. Here. Yeah, so I have a 1% chance of getting a legendary. Oh, no, sorry. I have a 0.5% chance of getting a legendary. And oh, it's a plus 5% chance per shard, which is insane. I didn't realize it was that high. So it's plus 5% chance for every shard we've summoned. I've already summoned almost 10. We're 9 shards into Mercy, so we're at like 45% chance to pull one, and I still haven't pulled one. That's fucking insane. I didn't realize we were that far into. I didn't realize it. I thought it was 1% per shard, not 5%. We're at 45% chance to pull a legendary and still aren't pulling one. So, I know Titus would be insane to pull out of the voids. Although I do kind of want Shuzen too. But Titus would be insane. I've seen how people use him, and he is a powerhouse. Just stupid powerhouse. I do really want Elva and the dwarf with the ability to stun the crap out of people would be great because my both my dwarves and my Sylvan teams are pretty lacking. But Leonardo's still the way to go, I think. Leonardo's a boss. Supposedly, there's a Leonardo event coming up in the not too distant future. We'll have to see about that. So, ad break starts in 2 minutes. I don't want to pull these during an ad break. So, wait until after the ad break. Don't think. Oh, yeah, we can refresh our PvP list. We'll do some PvP while we wait for the ad break to end. Maybe if there's even a team I can fight. Teams with almost 500,000 power in PvP is insane. Teams with 1,000,000 power is insane. I don't even have 300,000. I'm at like 240, 260,000 power. Mostly the same. I'll show her off here when this fight's over. Goddamn sheep. If their resistance is low enough for me to sheep them, that's bad. Because his accuracy is more or less zero. Alright. Pull up Alice here. Here's my Alice. She's only 63,000, just shy of 64,000 power. Her attack is plus almost 6,000. I could technically take that higher. I do have her in a set of resilience, so she has health and defense. Her accuracy is only 204, but that's enough to get the job done. I could swap out the resilience for more attack stuff. I don't think I have. Oh, I do have attack. Okay. That's 4-star. What are you doing there? You go away. So I could. So I could give her swap out her Sacred Order ring for a pinpoint ring. Her blessing is Phantom Touch, so her multiple hits, she gets a chance to do bonus damage based on her attack. And her attack is pretty freaking high. She does a lot with Phantom Touch. Um, I could slap this ring on her so she keeps her pinpoint blessing. And then swap out the helmet or the shield. And I can also swap those out, but it would lower her health. Um, but that would insanely boost her attack if I swap that out. Because, let's go ahead and do this real quick. Because we got Merciless that we can slap on there, which is an instant 10% attack boost. And we're looking for either shield or helmet. What's the shield got on it? Defense, HP. That would lower the HP a bit, but we're not worried about that so much. Take her crit rating down, her speed down, her damage up. The attack is what we're really worried about. Yeah, yeah. Now, I knew yours was boosted with the Relentless. Um, because I have mine paired up with Lysandra, I'm not really worried about Relentless at the moment. Accuracy resistance. Accuracy crit rate. Let's see how high we can boost this and see what the stats on this turn out to be. HP and crit damage. Boosted crit rate. Hella boosted crit rate. Take up our accuracy, our crit rate, our damage, and of course our attack. Yes. Slap that on there. I need to try and make some. See, that one's pinpoint, and I don't have anything above 5-star for that. The resilience is boosted up to 6-star. I need to check on. I'm trying to slowly upgrade all her equipment to 6-star. I forgot I had the boots that are matched to nothing. Is it protection or stone skin? Stone skin. This gives stone skin. HP, defense, speed. Dang it. Defense, HP. I don't have any 6-star swaps, do I? So jealous of Liz. Yeah, Liz is powerful. Hey, DP, how you doing? Good to see you. Good to see you. It's kind of shitty rolls. Let's see if we can. Yeah, I don't have any 6-star reworks at the moment. Let's try and re-roll this and see if we can get an attack percent. Oh no, I can't. I can't roll anything higher than an epic. Shit. I don't want to burn a speed boots, even if they are only 5-star. Shit. Well, no re-rolls on that. Not yet, anyway. Worth keeping. And dang, that's worth keeping too. Trying to sell here, not keep. There we go. Trying to sell off here so we get some more silver. Might not have enough silver to pull all this stuff. Also starting to get hungry. Actually, lunch is really good. So when I went to the food bank here like a month ago, they gave me uh some chunk pork steak. Let me Yeah, we got some boneless diced pork sirloin. So we got some pork sirloin. I'm gonna slap that in a pot to simmer. I got a. We're gonna let that simmer. I got a pack of bacon to dice up and throw in with it. So we got the pork sirloin chunks and bacon, and we got some American baked beans. We'll mix in there with it, and then I've got some stovetop stuffing. So we're gonna have a barbecue lunch, and I think it's gonna be really good. Yeah, I think it's gonna be good. That was almost worth keeping. That is worth keeping. We get a 6-star with good rolls, it's worth keeping. If we get 5 stars or crappy rolls, it's fodder for money so we can get these pulls because we need to pay to make these pulls. Six-star legendary. That's got good stats on it. We got to keep that. I'm honestly hoping for bad rolls for once because keep that because we need the silver. All right, last roll for gear. Nice. All right, we got almost 600,000. So let's go ahead. What the? Oh, hey. You know what? Let's get a little bit more gear and a little bit more silver real quick. I'm gonna go ahead and get the pork sirloin actually up and simmering. Let's go. Get that simmering on a low heat there. Just a super, super low heat to get it simmering and get it started. Hey, they didn't die in one shot. So we're running this to get a little bit more silver and some more items to sell for silver. But 3 of the 5 characters in here are just level fodder because there's a event going on right now to try and level up as many champions as possible. So we're using 2 strong champs to run through and level up the others. Okay, is this worth keeping? No, absolutely not. Not with that roll on it. So yeah, I can see these little winged swords right here are points for different tournaments we're getting. Hey, good catch, Wish. That Pokemon has a really weird mechanic in the game. I don't know about in this game, the Pokemon community game, So I don't know about how in depth it goes. I've only done a couple of combats in there, and it's mid. I don't know how well the mechanics carry over, so I don't know. All right, so here's the thing. We should be guaranteed a legendary with these 35 ancients. So do we save those for last, or do we pull those first? Because these ones were less likely to get a legendary, but they do have higher chance and higher drops. It has a cool name. Well, sure. Um, no, it's got a really cool mechanic. It's a small fish, but it's got a mechanic where for the first couple rounds of combats, a school of fish swarm around it to like take the shape of a giant bigger fish, and you get a school of fish attacking, and then after like 2 or 3 rounds they go away and it's just the one fish. So it's a really interesting mechanic for a Pokemon game. All right, so do we start with the high end shards and work our way down to the ancients, or do we start with the ancients and work our way up to the high end shards? I really think we're not going to pull anything with the high end shards, so I say we start with those, get them out of the way, and then pull good stuff at the end. You don't have a preference? Zaxi, you got a preference? DP, you got a preference? What you said. All right, sounds good. So let's go ahead and first we'll pull the sacred. Sacred has the highest chance of getting a legendary out of anything base wise. So we could get lucky. We probably won't, but we could get lucky and just fucking pull a legendary off the rip. Let's see. Summon. Nope, we got an epic. And we got a duplicate at that. All right. Primal shards. Primals don't have a higher chance of getting a legendary than Void or Ancient, but they do have a chance of pulling a mythic. So let's see. Summon. That's not helpful. Yep, dupe equals guardian. All right, summon. That's even more useless. Summon. You know, we're fucked. Okay. That was worse than any. We didn't even get an epic there. We just got 3 rares. Um, yeah. No, I do not, Pog. I have earned these as a free player. Premium player. Um, yeah. We do have the summon chase event, so every single one of these we're pulling actually is giving us points, so that's fine. I'm really hoping we can pull that Titus, but I know we can't. We only got 2 shards. Oh, hey. This is what we need for the event right now. That is not a bad pull. I know it's just a rare, but that's a tournament we don't have to worry about. That's a tournament we can lose and not care. Nice. That was a big hit, actually. And then that is not. That's kind of shitty. Um, so it depends. There's all these different kind of shards here. The sacred shard you can earn one every 30 days through the quest system, or you have a very slim chance of earning one in the Demon Lord Ultra Nightmare chests. Voids are nice. Voids are nice. Um, Primals are a little bit easier to earn than Sacreds. I think Primals are easier to earn than Void Shards. You can get Primal Quartz fragments and build Primal Shards. I get one every 30 days through the login reward, but then a lot of the tournaments have a chance to get Primal Quartz as a reward. So if you clear enough tournaments at a high enough bracket, you can earn quartz and build more shards. Void shards, I think, are pretty hard to get. Ancient shards, I can usually get one a day or so. I usually get one through the Demon Lord chests, and I'll occasionally, every couple of days, I'll get one from a dungeon run. And I've got right now just shy of 1,500 gems. And 900 gems will let you buy 11 ancient shards, so you can purchase them that way too. I still say I'm torn. I still say we go for Leonardo, but Elva would just be a massive hit. One of the best healers in the entire game. And Black Tusk is just nuts. Anybody who tries to attack him has a chance of being stunned. And I need high level dwarf champions. So I'm kind of torn between. Oh, that's Donatello. That's not even Leonardo. That's right. That's Donatello. Oh, shit. We need to go for him then. We absolutely need to go for Donatello. Because he was a part of the event that just ended. Okay. Let's see what we get, guys. Countess Licks. We got our legendary. Demon Spawn. Fills his champion's turn meter each time an ally receives a debuff. That's insane. Moves one random debuff from Astralon and this champion at the start of each turn. Only available if Astralon is on the team. I don't know who Astralon is. Attacks all enemies, has a 75% chance of placing block active skills. Debuff for 2 turns. Also decreases the cooldown of all ally skills except this champion's. Nice. Attacks all enemies 3 times. Each hit has a chance of placing decreased speed. Each hit also has a 75% chance of decreasing the enemy's turn meter. Super nice. Attacks one enemy 2 times, has a 30% chance of placing a weakened debuff for 2 turns. That is actually really fucking awesome. That's actually a pretty boosted champ. Especially since my Demon Lord faction is so rough right now. That was actually a pretty good pull. Alright, we've got an ad starting in 3 minutes, and I need to go grab my blanket from the washing machine. So I will be right back, guys. I'm sorry, DP, that's not good. I'll be right back, everybody. We only have enough silver to do one more pull, then we need to try and get some more silver. Let's do it. Let's pull. Okay, I was actually hoping to get her a long time ago. Is this actually the person that we need? Hold on. Do we once again roll another event champ? No, we did not. Shit. I thought maybe we rolled another event champ. And you see all those ads that popped up? Go ahead and run Dragon a little bit more. Let's go ahead and pull you out though. Because got we got two of them. I mean, we pulled one from this thing. I don't know where the other one came from. Oh, right, the other one is the one I got last night from the gear enhancement event. So we've got four of the dogs right now. Given that it's a void champ, we're not going to get another one since we don't have any more void shards. But there is a chance we can get the other character, which would be an insane boost. Chop up the bacon. 30 seconds. It's not frozen, Zed. Sorry. No, so after 30 seconds of sitting at room temperature, that bacon fat just became impossible to cut. I had to pull it apart by hand. We got it grilling now. You might be able to hear that. Hope you can hear that. That sizzle, sizzle. Okay, we do have enough to keep pulling shards, so let's do another pull here real quick. Utter crap, all rares. Okay. Where are we at on the Summon Rush event? We still need a pretty hefty amount. I'm going to buy a pack of shards because I have the rubies for it, or the gems for it. So we'll use those gems to buy a big shard pack. Alright. We've just sharded here. We're at a 100% chance to get that other guy. Oh, we got another rare. Who did we get here? Donag Skull Reap. An orc. We got another legendary orc. Heals this champion by half of their max HP every time this champion kills an enemy. Also grants an extra turn every time this champion kills an enemy from the High Elf or Dark Elf faction. Attacks one enemy, will ignore shield buffs, increases the cooldown of, or decreases the cooldown of battle flow skill by 2 turns if this champion's turn fills this champion's turn meter by 30%. Places an increased crit damage on the champion for 2 turns if the attack kills an enemy. Attacks all enemies, has a 75% chance of placing a decreased accuracy buff for 2 turns. True Fear debuff for 1 turn. Champions from the High Elf and Dark Elf factions cannot resist these debuffs. Attacks one enemy 2 times. Each hit has a 30% chance of placing a decreased defense debuff for 2 turns. The chance increases to 50% if the target is under Fear or True Fear debuff. Not bad. I noticed we did not get any of them. Did we? We did not get any new champions there. And we, of course, did not get any there. Fantastic. That was sarcasm. But we do have 6 shards left still. Let me go check on the food. I will be right back. Pork and beans are on a low simmer, and got the water getting ready to boil for the stuffing. Let's pull these last couple of shards here. See if we can get anyone decent. Only a handful of shards left and some pretty interesting luck so far. I don't think we're going to pull anyone great. If we could pull Donatello, that'd be awesome. I really don't think we're going to be able to, which is disappointing. We got his bar fold up. We have a if we pull a legendary, it's a 25 chance of being Leonardo, but or sorry, Donatello. But we got to pull one, and we're probably not going to, given how many we've already pulled. It would be incredibly awesome if we could, though. We're going to have to try and find a way to get more shards to attempt it, but I'm not holding my breath, given the state of everything. Although those were some fairly decent pulls. We did get a really good demon spawn, and we got our first legendary orc. Really haven't got any of those yet. So this team has no power. I don't even need to transform. We just need to let Wukong slap him. Here's another one. Oh, oops, wrong move. That's okay. And we're not going to do that guy. We could do that guy, but we're not gonna. Alright. Yeah, we absolutely need to find a way to get some more ancient shards now. Alright, I'm gonna go check on the food and I'll be right back. It should be done. We give it 5 minutes to simmer and cool per the system, and we are set. Look into whatever's happening there a little bit more later. 5 minutes. 5 minutes. Oh yeah, I'm excited. I'm doing happy steps, waiting for that food to finish. Okay. Got a couple of messages there. Necro is live right now, so that's nice. All right, and the food should be done, so I'm going to go grab that. I'm going to go grab that, and then we will start in with work stuff. Food is here, guys. Mm. So, for those of you who weren't here when I said what I was making earlier, when I went to the food pantry about a month ago, they gave me some boneless diced pork sirloin, and I had leftover box of stuffing, and I had a coupon for a free can of the giant Bush's baked beans. I bought a pack of bacon, so we diced up the bacon, cooked up the pork sirloin, uh, slapped the bacon in the thing and grilled it up, and then put the pork sirloin in with the grilling bacon, enhance that bacon flavor, and then mixed it in, poured the beans on top of it. And because I'm a heathen, it can go in the same bowl with the stuffing. I don't care. So we got pork and beans. All hickory smoked and barbecue flavor. Mmm. 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 So good. What's nasty, Wish? I was gonna say. I was gonna say. Mm. Started typing nice. That's good. Yeah, the pork sirloin. Something about like pork steaks and pork sirloins. They don't have like a ton of their own flavor. A little bit. So cooking them in with that bacon, and we did get, of course, the hickory maple bacon, and we got the uh, maple brown sugar beans. So we got the maple on maple. I think that really helped flavor that uh, pork. You can really taste that bacon in there because I cooked the bacon and I simmered the pork in its own pan to defrost it and get it to a like a base cook line, and then I cooked the bacon, and then I put the pork in with the bacon while the bacon was cooking, so it cooked in the bacon fat and the bacon grease. And then when it was done cooking, I drained out the grease and poured the beans right on top of the bacon and the pork and cooked it all in the same pot. So it had time to soak up that flavor. It's good. AI video maker. What? Yeah, no, no. You don't need to link an AI video maker. Mm, that's good. Okay, so there's a couple things I want to do. A couple things I want to do for the channel today. First off, I want to build a screen for the D&D stream. That's kind of the big thing. I want to get a good play screen for that. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. While I'm eating this, we'll see if we can find a starting image. I want to find either that old-timey D&D map sort of style, or um, like a D&D kind of background, kind of like the Tales from the Yawning Portal, or whatever the fuck it's called. Okay. D&D background style image. There's some interesting things here. I'm not sure if it's quite what I'm looking for. Mhm. That is clearly the backs of everyone marching in the wrong direction. We want them facing us. Because I want to put their characters on screen so they can be seen. This one's not bad. It's not really what I'm looking for. Okay. That one's not right. That one's. I mean, that's a cool background, but that's too far off in the distance. We want something where we can put them in there, make them seem close. It's kind of like a marketplace. It's interesting. A little bit too luxurious palace feel. It's like an armory. That is absolutely an armory. That's interesting. That's a smithy. Most of these are like junk shop things, or it'd be cool if I could find something a little bit more generic that could be used as like either like a street corner or like a more generic location where it would fit to have all of them in there. I hate that this one, the background is entirely empty. This one's kind of interesting. It's kind of goofy. It's got a bunch of circus tents and a hot air balloon where the balloon is a beholder. That looks really cool, but I don't think it's quite fitting for what we're doing. There were a lot of like cityscape things there, just none of them that fit. Okay, there we go. That's a city street. That would be actually fairly decent. A beholder, yeah. Let me go ahead and minimize that up, and then let's put this on screen for you guys to see here. All right, there we go. So yeah, this is the cityscape I was talking about. Looks like a fairly decent starting point. There's a couple others here. Let me pop up real quick for you that beholder one, because that's kind of funny. Here. And then, oh no, here. And then here. Yeah, I don't know how well you can see that image, but Right, right there is the Beholder air balloon. It's not a very large image. There's a dark alleyway. It looks like a sewer. That's the Underdark. Here's this one that I was looking at. It's got a bunch linked here. That's okay, so that's cool. That's a tavern. There's some people in the background. That's a possibility. That's a strong possibility. There's another cityscape. Well, there's a brighter city. There's a brighter, more bustling town. There's a town square. That's not bad. Actually, that might be pretty usable. I think that's a pretty good spot. Um, this is a strong maybe. Strong maybe. Hobbit looking village. I was kind of hoping for more of a tavern settings. Let's see this. This is nice. I do like this. Actually, I really like this. I think this might be the winner. What's this one? This one's not bad. Yeah, I think this one's the best one we've seen so far. I think this is a good starting point. There's our starting image. Okay. So people did send me some pictures they sent of their characters. So Star sent images of his. Makes himself look like a little kid in it. See if any of these make him not look like a kid. I think that one's a better picture. It's really dark though. It might not catch right when I try and clear it. He sent like 6 or 7 different copies of the image. So let's go through these and see which ones look the best. Yeah, I think this one looks the best. It's just got a very terrible background. Okay, though. That's okay. We'll try it anyway. And then Lady sent a picture of her character. I'm not sure how well this will work. All right. is probably going to turn out very not good for both of these. Let me see. There is a place I use for automatic background removal stuff. And that's about what I expected to happen from it. Son of a bitch. That's not bad. Actually, yeah, that's not bad. Okay, so let's see how that fits in. File, open. Gain some transparency in there that I'm really not. Paste as new layer. There we go. We want to resize that. Layer. Scale layer. There we go. Okay, we need to take and make that percent. All honesty. Do like 15%. Okay, there we go. Even that is okay. So let's undo that and go back to the 10% I was looking at before. Layer scale. That back to 10. And we can set her kind of like that, so it looks like she's in the garden there. That worked out better than I expected. Let's try this one. This one I think is going to be... Oh, that's still better than I expected. Okay, save image as... Yeah, that came out better than I expected, actually. Well, you're in reverse alphabetical order for some reason. Okay. And for this, go ahead and crop his. Crop to selection. Control A, C. Edit, paste as new layer. Scale layer. Yeah, let's try 10%, see how that looks. Perfect, actually, perfect. Oh, come on. And maybe even a little smaller than that. Scale layer down 75. Can we rotate this? Rotate image. And yeah, layer. Arbitrary rotation. There we go. It's hard to see that he's in the shot now. It's really hard to see he's even in the shot. Okay, that's looking good. Interesting. Really liking this image here. I think that pops off. Really? Oh, close, but no cigar. I'm kind of digging that one. It cuts off. Fortunate. This one just barely does not cut off, but that face is fucked up. As it's going further along, it's getting less detailed. Let's do that. Let's give it a likeness. Okay, that's fucked up. Let's not do that. Oh, so close. That is much better. Cuts the top off just a little bit there. Completely ignoring the prompt, you stupid son of a bitch. Like I'm just streaming to one viewer. Fantastic. Really makes me enjoy what I'm doing. I'm just not going to stream. We got no